The African National Congress, ANC, a party long celebrated as the emblem of liberation and freedom in South Africa, is now showing signs of profound disintegration. The arrest of Deputy President Paul Mashatile has exposed deep fissures within the ruling party, signaling that its collapse is no longer a distant threat but an unfolding reality. Yet it is the explosive revelations by ANC Secretary-General Fikile Mbalula that have truly shaken the party's foundations. In a fiery and emotional address, Mbalula detailed Mashatile's alleged corruption networks, revealing a web of backroom deals, secret financial operations, and misuse of state resources that has left South Africans reeling in disbelief. For years, Mashatile was regarded as one of the ANC's most astute political strategists, carefully cultivating alliances and positioning himself as a future national leader. However, Mbalula's expose portrayed a far darker reality, a man deeply embroiled in corruption behind closed doors. According to Mbalula's statements, Mashatile allegedly leveraged his political influence to secure lucrative government contracts for close associates, siphoned off state funds through shell companies, and engaged in dubious international dealings that jeopardized South Africa's reputation. These revelations have confirmed suspicions long held by many citizens, that the upper echelons of the ANC no longer serve the public interest but their own ambitions. Within the party, the fallout has been devastating. Once solid alliances are fragmenting, senior leaders are openly clashing, and the long-standing culture of unity and discipline has deteriorated into overt infighting. Veteran ANC members have admitted, with grim candor, that the movement is consuming itself, while others quietly fear a complete split that could signal the end of the ANC's dominance in South African politics. Supporters who once stood by Mashatile are now distancing themselves, fearful of becoming entangled as investigators delve deeper into the allegations Mbalula has unveiled. The ramifications extend far beyond Latuli House, the party's headquarters. Ordinary South Africans, already disillusioned by unemployment, inequality, and inadequate public services, now perceive the ANC as a party mired in corruption. Communities are erupting in anger, with citizens demanding accountability and justice. The streets resonate with a sense of betrayal as people question how a movement that once championed freedom has devolved into an instrument of greed and deception. For younger generations, many of whom never lived through apartheid, the ANC's legacy now feels like a distant memory, overshadowed by scandals, arrests, and political chaos. Mbalula's role in this historic moment cannot be overstated. Known for his fiery personality and unfiltered remarks, his decision to publicly expose Mashatile represents more than a political maneuver, it is an internal declaration of war within the ANC. By bringing decades of corruption into the open, Mbalula has effectively opened Pandora's box, forcing the party to confront the rot that has been festering within its ranks for years. Some analysts argue that his revelations may have sounded the death knell for the ANC itself. Political commentators have warned that this scandal could be a tipping point. Already facing declining support in elections, the arrest of Mashatile combined with Mbalula's bombshell expose may accelerate the party's downward trajectory. Opposition parties are seizing the moment, demanding new leadership, calling for snap elections, and even advocating for the complete removal of the ANC from power. For the first time in decades, the vision of a South Africa without ANC dominance feels both tangible and imminent. For many South Africans who once chanted Amandla in the streets, the party's unraveling is profoundly disheartening. The organization that once gave the nation Nelson Mandela is now engulfed by leaders accused of greed and betrayal. What once united the country is now a source of division, and the party's collapse is no longer hypothetical, it is happening in real time. South Africa stands at a critical juncture. The arrest of Mashatile and Mbalula's revelations are not mere scandals, they are symptoms of a movement in its final days. Once a political giant, the ANC is disintegrating piece by piece, and with it fades the last vestiges of the promise it once symbolized. The collapse has arrived, and the people of South Africa are bearing witness to history being written in the ashes of what was once the continent's most powerful political force.